Hi guys, my name's Britt Archer and this is my YouTube channel. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first ever video that I've ever done and it has been a struggle to say the least. So you're gonna have to just bear with me. There's probably loads of mistakes and it's not gonna be that great, but it's my first video, so just cut me some slack. I've wanted to do YouTube for the longest time possible, so I just thought why not start it now. I just done a get ready with me chit chat video because that's standard procedure for the first video. So yeah, if you want to see how I achieved this look, then keep watching. So I've just gone ahead and zoomed you in so I can show you what I'm going to do on my eye. I just thought that'd be easier so you can see what I'm doing, and then I'm going to do the other one off camera because I don't want this video to be an hour long. So I'm going to go in, I don't know if this is going to be able to focus, there we are, with my, I don't know how you actually say it, I think it's Jouer, my Jouer concealer. It's a high coverage concealer. It's a bit lighter than what I'd normally use, but I kind of just use that for my base of my eye before I put my eyeshadow on, because obviously it's always best to use a lighter one. So you can really, oh, that's quite a lot. I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to buff it into my eyelid, bring it right out here because I've got darkness everywhere. Just blend it all in. Okay, so that's the base, so that's just the concealer buffed in with just like a concealer brush. It's like a dense concealer brush, and just pat that all over the eyelid. I'm then going to go in with my Maybelline Fit Me powder. If you know about this powder, it's actually the world's greatest. And I'm just going to take a little feathery powder brush. Please focus. There we go. Powdery feathery brush, and just pop some powder on. And I'm just going to push that powder all over my lid, just to set the concealer that I'm using for my base. Now that I've put powder on and my concealer, my eyelashes have disappeared. That looks crazy. Because I got concealer all on my eyelashes. Okay, just to set that base, so you've got a nice smooth, even base to apply eyeshadow onto. Okay, so for eyeshadow, I'm going to use this Lasplash eyeshadow palette. I actually just got this in my this month's glossy box, and it's such the cutest little palette. It looks like this, and it's just got some nice brown and bronze tones. These are like my favourite kind of eyeshadows to use. So I'm just going to do like a brown neutral kind of eyeshadow look today. So I'm going to use that eyeshadow palette, but what I'm going to do, just to make it look really natural and really blended, I'm going to use my bronzer, just the Back to Bronze L'Oreal bronzer, and I'm going to use this for my transition colour, because I feel like it really just makes the look really seamless and it brings it into your face. Okay, so I'm just taking that colour. Well, it's not really that much colour, obviously it's just a bronzer, just to warm up my lids. I feel like you can't really see it that much in the camera. I don't know if I've got the camera too light. Maybe, who knows. Okay, so just to bronze the eyelid up a bit. Just taking like a big fluffy brush and putting it all over the lid. Dragging it all the way out. So I'm just going to go in with this shade from the palette now on this fluffy crease brush, and I'm just going to pop that, oh, it's quite pigmented. I'm just going to pop that straight into my crease and start blending that in. So now, just going back with the first brush that I used in the bronzer, just dip it back into the bronzer, and I'm just going to go over the top just to make sure it's really blended and seamless. Blend it right in the crease. Okay, so I'm happy with how that looks. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go into this darker brown shade here, which is called Tiger's Eye. try and look down. I'm going to press it here on the outer V, at the end here. Wherever you press your makeup brush with a dark shade is wherever it's going to be darkest. So if you want it to be darkest here, start here. And then I'm just going to blend it along the lash line. I'm just going to take the tiger's eye, making sure I'm tapping the excess off, and I'm just going to start bringing it up into the crease to darken the crease out. Like so. Bringing it all the way in here. I'm just going to take this little angle brush and I'm going to dip it into the black shade here, this dark black one. I'm just going to really darken that lash line up. Ow. Now that I've darkened out the lash line, what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually drag it a bit further to just do some kind of like shadow wing, because I'm absolutely terrible at real wings, like liquid eyeliner. I just haven't got it in my locker. So I'm just going to do that, and that is enough. It looks a bit mad at the moment, but once I've blended it, it's going to look really nice. Okay, so that'll do, and then just connect it here. Okay, so now that I've done that, it does look a bit weird at the moment where you can't even see my eyelashes. The 5 eyelashes that I have got, you can't see them at the moment, so it does look a bit crazy. But that is kind of the gist. So it kind of looks like you've done a winged eyeliner without actually having to do one, because I just don't have the skill. Okay, so that is the finished eye look. I really like that. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to go ahead and put on some mascara. I'm going to use the Max Factor False Lash Effect Mascara, which is this one. Can it focus? I actually just picked this up yesterday. I accidentally got the waterproof one before and I was so annoyed. I mean, it does its job, but it does not come off. Like, you literally have to soak it off with oil to get it off. And that's just not a bit of me. I just don't have the time to do that. Okay, so just going to go in with some mascara. And just going to put a few layers on. Okay, so now that you can see I've got mascara on, it looks a lot better, but I'm actually going to go ahead and just pop some false lashes on. I don't know where they're from or what they actually are, what style are, because I just stole them from my friend. She had like a box of a few, so I just took some of her. So I'm just going to put these on and then I'll be right back. Okay, so that is the lash done. What I didn't tell you I was doing, I actually cut it in half and then just put half the lash on the outer part of my eye, because where my eyes are so small and thin on the inside, if I ever have lashes that go in there, they make my eyes look the most weirdest of shapes. So I just like cutting them in half and then applying them to the outer part. And then I just put some mascara on the little lashes that you can see here, and then just darkened up the lash line with that black eyeshadow. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go ahead and do the other eye and then I'll be right back. Okay, so now that I have finished my eyes, I'm going to move on to my face. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take the Garnier micellar water, absolute OG of a micellar water. Micellar water? I don't even know how you say it. And just clean up my under eye because I've had so much fallout. And you want it to be nice and clean. Look how much fallout there is. I'm just going to go in with foundation. I'm going to use the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation. I actually only got this yesterday, so this is the first time I'm actually trying it, so it could be a shambles. But we move. So I'm just going to squeeze this straight onto my face. quite a lot, whoops. Okay, so got some on my face and I'm just gonna go in with my Real Techniques Beauty Blender. I don't know why I'm making that focus. And then I'm just gonna bump it all into the skin. Oh, the foundation smells quite nice. Just blending that into my face. I feel like this is a good colour because my face is pale AF. I don't know why it's so pale because the rest of my body is Jamaican. I don't know why my face is so pale. It doesn't match my body in the slightest, but I have to match my foundation to my body because I've done it before because I felt weird having such a darker shade foundation on my face, and then I put like a lighter one on and my face literally looks like it belongs to someone else. It's ridiculous. I mean, it does look a bit orange. I'm hoping that's just the camera because it doesn't look that orange in the video. Lovely foundation though, by the way. It feels so nice. It's gone on so smooth. I don't know if you can see how smooth it is, but it feels so nice on the face. Look at the colour difference. Wow. Okay, so just gonna blend it in, being careful not to remove my eyebrows. Wow, this foundation's actually lit. Okay, for concealer, I'm gonna use the True Match concealer. I think this is L'Oreal, so it's this one. The True Match concealer. This is my favourite concealer, I think, ever. Even out of high-end ones and drugstore ones, this one is my favourite one. It's just so great. I've always wanted to try the Tarte Shape Tape because apparently it's just so good, but I just never know where to get it. You need to get it from America, and none of the British makeup websites actually do it on there. So if anyone knows where to get Tarte Shape Tape, then holler at me. Okay, so I'm just going to take the concealer down the bridge of my nose just to get that little honey snatched. And then like that, and then do the same on the other side. So I'm just going to put it underneath my eyes, the tiniest little bit on my... I've got a scar in the middle of my whole forehead that I tried to cover, but you can't really cover it, it needs filler or something. And then I just like to put it on that ugly chicken pox scar that I showed you before, down the bridge of my nose, and just a little tiny dab on the chin. That's all we need. And then I'm just going to go in with the same beauty blender that I use for my foundation and just blend that in, like so. I've actually just noticed that my backdrop is so creased. Oh my god, what a shambles. I've just realised how creased it is. Probably should have ironed it, but probably would have burnt it. I feel like out of all of my domestic talents, ironing is just not the one. Okay, so I've just blended that in. Absolute fire concealer. Just dab some at the bottom half as well. Little on the chin. I've been so nervous about actually starting this YouTube channel. It's took a lot to get to this point. Like, I've literally wanted to do YouTube since I was about 12. So 10 years later and we're here. But you know, things happen. I just always thought like it's just like, even now still, like I don't know if I even look comfortable, but I'm actually cringing out of my arse. Like, it is making me cringe beyond belief, but it's just something I wanted to do. And if this year's not taught you anything, it's literally just do what the hell you want, because tomorrow is definitely not promised. Very morbid, but I don't know. I just feel like whatever you're doing, there's always going to be people that are thinking, why is she doing that? Or what an idiot, why is she doing that? But I just don't give a damn. Okay, that's blended. Splendid and blended. My little sister's in the bathroom and it's right next to my room, and she sounds like she's about to shower. Brilliant. Great. So apologise if you can hear the shower. I don't know if the mic will even pick it up, but it is right next door and I can hear it, so I feel like if I can hear it, then the mic can hear it. Now that concealer is all done, what I like to do, the same concealer that I use as a primer for my eyelids, I just like to use that because it's really, really light. I ordered it online. I never know what shade to get because my skin colour, it's like it changes all the time. I just like to get it, and using the same brush that I used before just to buff it into my eyelids, I'm just going to use the tiniest amount, so just put a little bit on the back of my hand and then take the same brush as before, put it in the brush, and then I don't know if you're going to be able to see this on the camera, but I just like to go in where you can see here I've got quite dark bags. I just like to take the bit of concealer and just put it in the darkest part of my eye, and that really, really helps just to brighten my under eye. Because your girl's got bags. I literally look like I've been beaten up. I look like I've been in a boxing match. Because your girl's just tired 24/7. Okay, so I don't know if you can see it on... Oh, you can see it. I can see it. So look at this under eye and then look at this one. Can you see what that just done? Can you see what I done? That literally just woken that under eye up. Look. Oh my god, I'm actually shocked. I'm very cool. Because that was clearly a success. So just taking it, not too much. I don't want to put too much because obviously I've just put a different concealer on. Just put a little bit underneath my eyes in the darkest part and just blend it out down the side of my nose a little bit, underneath my eye, just to try and eliminate that deep set bag that we've got going on. I mean, I've still got bags. I probably need some like filler in there or something. But them needles is not touching my face, so probably not. So just to bronze up the face now, I'm not going to use a liquid one because I feel like it's just going to be a bit too much. And I'm actually doing this makeup to go nowhere. So I'm taking the NYX matte bronzer in, I think this is deep. I can't remember what the shades are called. Where does it say it? Don't know, the darkest one. I think it's deep. I think it's medium. I think it's light, tan and deep. Whatever the darkest one is, I'm taking that shade. So it looks like this, and it's the NYX bronzer. And I'm just taking this brush. This is a Morphe angle brush. Okay, I've never used this bronzer before, so this is a... Oh, it's dripping everywhere. So I've just dipped it in, banged off the excess, and start working that into the face. Oh my god, that is way too much. Oh no. Oh no, it's everywhere. It's absolutely everywhere. I've absolutely balls that one up. Oh my god, what is it? Why has it done that? What the hell? What are you playing at, NYX? Maybe it was me, I don't know if it was you, but this is a new bronzer. Maybe I should have tried it first, but it does look a bit... It looks a bit mad. Is it the light? I'm hoping it's the light. Okay, I'm just going to keep going with it. I don't really know how to fix this, guys. I think we failed at one of the last steps. If I just keep putting more on, maybe it'll just go away. Okay, I'm just going to take it on my jaw. Oh, it looks hideous in the camera. I promise it doesn't look that bad in real life. Okay, what I'm going to quickly do, just to avoid that happening on the other side, just in case it was my fault for not setting my face, I'm just going to take this big fluffy brush, quickly buff that, push that into the sides of my cheeks, like so, just so it is smooth. So let's see if this side actually goes better, because if it does, then we know it's my fault, because I was a bit wet still. Okay. Oh no, it looks nice. It looks real nice. I really do like this bronzer. Okay, so cheeks are bronzed to the gods. Add some colour back into this bitch. Oh, okay, that'll do with bronzer. Okay, so next step that I'm going to do, I'm going to bronze my, not bronze, I'm going to use some blush. It's the L'Oreal Life's a Peach, this one. This is beautiful. Oh, and it actually smells like peaches, which is great, which is always grand. I'm just going to take this, I think it's called a stipple brush. So it's got like loose ends kind of thing. And start at the back. Ow, I just touched my eyelash. My eyelash. Okay, so just applying that. You can't really even see this in the camera, but I can see it where I am. Maybe I need to turn my camera brightness down so you can see more, because I feel like, although my eyes are really bad, I've literally got my nan's eyes. Maybe I just can't see in the monitor that you can actually see it. Okay. I've poked myself in the eye. Oh. Okay, I'm actually going to go in with a second blush. This one's a bit more pigmented, so you literally need the dearest little bit. It's not actually even a blush, it's an eyeshadow. It's a Kiko eyeshadow, but this is what colour it is. Can you see? So this is what colour it is. But I like to use it as a blush, you know? Because there's no rules. There is no rules in this video. Literally take the dearest little bit. I tap it off, because you can even see it on the end there. I tap it off and then put it on the back of my hand first, then go onto my face, because it is so pigmented. I think where it's an eyeshadow. Okay, maybe a bit more. I just like to dab it. Do this cheesy smile. Then just dab it onto the front of your cheekbone. And then I just like to do it over the bridge of my nose as well, because it just gives you like that. I'll naturally glow like this. This is my natural blush. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this powder. I don't even know what this is. It's W7. Is that the brand? W7. It says Banana Dreams Loose Powder, but it's really good. And it's so cheap as well. It's literally the most affordable powder. So I'm just taking the powder on my damp beauty blender. And I'm just going to go down the bridge of my nose. This just helps to sculpt as well, so you're setting your face and you're kind of sculpting as well. So I like to do that down the edge of my nose. And then my eyes have creased, so I just get my finger and blend it out. Push the concealer out. Oops. And then just bump that in there. Okay, so my eyes are now finished. What I've done, I've just finished the bottom line of my eyeball, and then just added some mascara to the bottom lashes that I do have. What I'm going to do now is just buff off the excess powder that hasn't soaked in. As you can see, most of it has, because my face is one oily biatch. Just brush that off with this Real Techniques brush. Just going to draw on my freckles with this little tiny pencil brush. I've just dipped it in like a brown shade from the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. And then I'm just going to draw them on. If you can, I'll come real close. I've got one here. Nice. The moles that I have and the freckles are only small, but I like them and I think they're cute and they need to be back on my face. So I've got one on my lip here, one on the side of my nose, and then I have a few little light ones around this area, but none on this side. They're just all here. They're all there. And then that one. And that one. I also have one here, but I don't like it, so I don't draw it back on. So yeah, that's the moles. And then last step that I'm going to do, I'm going to do my lips. Well, it's not the last step actually, but one of the last steps. I'm going to do my lips. I wanted to do like I was thinking of doing nude, but then I did say it's a brown look, so I'm thinking of doing a bit more of a browner shade of lip. So, okay, so I just went to use a NYX pencil and it wasn't really the right shade that I was looking for. So I'm going to use the Revolution lip liner in, I think it's called TGIF. It's like a brown, purpley brown colour, like that. I could do with sharpening, but nobody got time for it. I'm just going to take this and line my lips. Okay, that is really brown. That's what I was going for. Okay, so I've lined the lips. I'm just going to take it a little bit further in. And then I'm going to take this lipstick from Wet n Wild. This little lipstick here. So I'm just going to take that and put it in the middle. Oh, it goes really well. It matches the lip liner quite well. That's my lips done. I'm absolutely obsessed with this colour. It looks so nice. It's not too brown, it's kind of like a dark shade of brown, but then it's like got a hint of purple there, if you know what I mean, so it's not too brown. But I think that looks good. I don't really like wearing highlighter because I feel like my face gets so just greasy and oily that if I put highlighter on by the end of the night I just look a bit mad, so I'm not going to put a highlighter on. I'm just going to set my face now and then we are done. So taking the NYX setting spray, and I'm just going to make sure I've got a palette here. Just going to spray my face. Oh yeah. Woo! Never have enough setting spray. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I really hope that you have enjoyed the YouTube video. It's probably not the best, but it's my first one, so we're just gonna let it slide. Hopefully it's not too long until I get the next one out for you guys. When I say you guys, I don't know why I'm acting like I'm talking to an audience. When I say you guys, I'm probably talking to my mum, Lacey, my best friends, and my boyfriend. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.